Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we study scriptures such as Bhagavad Gita, our vision undergoes change. Our ability to adjust our focal length becomes very clear. Whenever we have problem in adjusting our focal length, we are not able to see the things properly. So we go to the doctor and the doctor gives us glasses. With the help of the glasses, we can adjust the focal length and the things are seen as they are. Exactly the same way. The study of the scriptures such as Bhagavad Gita gives us a vision about the world, about the spiritual practice, about who we are, about perception of the divine presence in the total creation, and also recognizing that what we are talking about the reality is not somewhere above the clouds, but we are talking about ourselves. And all this drama of creation is supported by a substratum which is beyond all this. These are the 5 things which must be clearly known. Without that, if we do whatever, it will be simply a wastage of time without achievement. Like one man, he was told, you should keep on moving. You will definitely reach your destination. So he said, okay. He went 10 steps ahead, came back 10 steps back. He went 10 steps to the right, again came to the left 10 steps. Then he went 10 steps left, again he came back 10 steps right. He went 10 steps back and 10 steps forward and complained, I have been doing so much, walking, but reaching nowhere. Oh God, please help me. Our actions are self-cancelling. Self-cancellation of action leads to lack of self-confidence. We are all having 2 faculties common. One is the faculty of knowledge, and second is the faculty of action. When our knowledge is reflected in action, and when our actions are representative of our knowledge, the gap between the knowledge and the action is reduced. And when knowledge and action, they are properly synchronized, that phenomena is called as self-confidence. See, friends. Now we all know, right in our school days, we have studied early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Knowledge. Action. Late to bed and late to rise is the way to be unhealthy and otherwise. See, friends, such a person, although his intentions are good, but he is good for nothing. See, friends, therefore, here the teacher gave us this vision, this world that you talk about. That one principle which is supporting the total world remains unchanged. In this unchanged substratum, all the changes are appearing. See? So what is the unchanging in this world? The space is not changing. And all the changes in the remaining 4 elements, earth, waters, fire and air, all these changes are supported by the space. That is the reality. If there is no space, world cannot exist. This is one technique of spiritual practice. Start playing, don't do meditation. Start playing space. Imagine what must be the experience of the space. Don't go and ask anybody. You find out. You will come to know the moment you take the position of the space, you will know space supports everything but doesn't get influenced by anything. All the contents of the space are finite. Space is infinite. All the things that happen in the space, they have a beginning and end. Space has no beginning, no end. Is it not our experience? Bhagavad Gita tells so many places, starting from the second chapter. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhirastatra namuyati. This body has undergone so many changes. We are the same. Nobody has ever experienced birth. Nobody has ever experienced growth. Nobody has ever experienced death. And none can experience absence. Is it something different from the space? No. So if we have to practice this, what will happen? We will not get influenced by any content of this world. We will not get influenced. And when we don't get influenced, we don't complain. We are at home under all conditions. This is the first spiritual practice, keeping the world as the focus. Yastam Veda Savedavid. He who knows this, he has known the secret of the scriptures, the Vedas. And then the teacher says, this world appears real only because we are not inquiring and thinking properly. Narupamasseha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampradishta. This world which appears to be, when you start inquiring, it doesn't exist. See, friends, we are all carried away by the undigested knowledge collected from Swami Googleanand. This Googleanand has played such a havoc. See, one person had a t-shirt. Today, Bhaktan has given me a t-shirt. I forgot to put it on. The t-shirt reads, my t-shirt reads that I am not lazy. I like doing nothing. Similarly, one husband had a t-shirt and it was written on his t-shirt, I don't Google. My wife knows everything. So anything, we want to know the things, we simply go to Google and find out and imagine what is said by the Google is the ultimate truth. See, friends, therefore, it is necessary you yourself start inquiring. Friends, real spiritual practice begins when we are able to analyze our own experiences day to day and learn from every experience. You will grow wise with a guarantee. And we have done that in some cases. As a child, we have touched the fire, we got burnt. So we have learned fire burns. And because we have learned fire burns, we have no liking or disliking for the fire. But we start thinking thereafter, this is the quality of the fire, it burns. Therefore, now how to relate ourselves with this fire which has the burning capacity. And then we started using the destructive aspect of the fire to our benefit. Exactly the same way. Look at the world and find out what are the qualities of this world. And thereafter, live in this world, but live beyond the world. Like Bhagavad Gita gives an example, Padma Patra Mivambasa, like a lotus leaf in the waters. See, friends, thereafter, tataha padam tat parimargitavyam, yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaha. So unless we are able to rise above these worldly problems, we will not be able to think something higher in life. See, friends, we will be all the time conditioned only by what we have given importance to. And who can achieve that ultimate reality? We are given a very nice 5-point formula. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama dvandvair vimukta sukha sangahi. This was told. We have already done it. Then we have come to the next topic, the jiva, the soul. We normally are told that there is one soul per body. And this is where we get caught up in this world. See, friends, like the light is an expression of electrical energy in any bulb, in the same manner, life is an expression of the divinity. See, friends, if one bulb is illuminating the idol of God, if other bulb is illuminating a toilet, will you say, this lamp or this bulb must be lucky, because it is illuminating God. And this one useless, must be a sinner, last life's terrorist. Therefore, he has to look all the time toward the toilet. And when this was happening, people ask all these funny kind of questions. Swamiji, why this bulb is here? Why that bulb is there? Forget about why do you worry? If you want to be really happy, I give you Maha Mantra. The other day I gave you one mantra, who cares? Follow that mantra. You will never be miserable in life. The second mantra is, drop these 2 words from your vocabulary. Only 2 words. You will be happiest in the world. First word, why? Second word, how? Immediately you will ask a question, but why? And then how? Our whole life is whiling away the life by howling at the life. This world is always like that. Have we ever asked a question, why the fire is hot? We never ask. In the same manner, why the world is like that? The world is like that. Relax. See, friends, the most important thing is take care of your mind. Therefore, when that person asks me, why this bulb is in the temple and why this is in the toilet, so what reply can be given? When foolish questions are asked, wise reply cannot be given. So, I had to give some reply. This bulb must have done a lot of tapascharya, yoga, meditation in the last life. Therefore, Shushinam Shrimatam Gehe Yoga Bhrashto Bijayate, he must have been a great meritorious soul and then born and therefore in the temple. This must be the useless. And by the time we are talking like this, suddenly the bulb in the temple gets fused. Swamiji, what happened? God likes good people. God has lifted him. No, that is all true, but now how we will do in the temple? Never mind, remove the bulb from the toilet and fix it there. But why this toilet bulb has come in the temple? Because some merit must have surfaced. And there has come over here. All bluffs. Get rid of this cause and effect from your head. you will be at peace. This is the inquiry. See, friends, in the same manner, when electricity goes through the bulb, light comes out. When it goes through the fan, magnetic circle comes out. When it goes to the heater, heat comes out. When it goes through the fridge, cold comes out. Is electricity 4 types? In the same manner, the absolute reality expresses through the stones, only existence comes out. Through the plant kingdom, existence plus life comes out. Through the animal kingdom, existence, life and knowledge comes out. Through the human beings, existence, life, knowledge and bliss comes out. The difference is not in electricity. Difference is in the gadgets which are fixed to the electricity. In the same manner, the same reality alone is expressing in and through everything and being. Differences are on account of the gadgets. Because of that one reality has not become many. See, friends, and when your attention goes on to that one, Bhagavan therefore says, Vimudha nanu pashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshusha. But those who are deluded fools, they will never comprehend what is said here. But those jnana chakshusha, those who have contemplative understanding of the whole life, they immediately catch it. And when thus they discover their own divine nature, then their vision has completely changed. And what is their vision? They see yadadityagadam tejo jagat bhasayate khilam yat chandramasi yachagno tat tejo vidyamamakam. They are able to see the divine presence in the sun, the moon, the fire, the earth, the vegetation, in the food, in the digestive power. Yesterday we have come up to here. Aham Vaishvanaro bhutva praninam deham achrita prana apana samayukta pachamyannam chaturvidam. I alone digest the food. Has anybody ever tried to digest food? Don't disturb, digestion in progress. See, friend, food is digested. We don't digest. Just now you have heard Swamiji talking. We don't breathe. Breathing happens. Give this a try, a very simple technique. Instead of doing pranayam and creating I am doing pranayam. Instead of that, simply sit quiet and be aware of breathing. Because breathing is not done, it is happening. That pranayam where breathing is not done is called as vikshana pranayam. And it ultimately leads to kevala kumbhak. In pranayam, the ultimate state is kevala kumbhak. It leads. See, friends, therefore, the Lord alone is digesting everything. Thereafter, we came to the next verse, 15th verse. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha vedaisya sarvai ahameva vidyaha vedanta krut veda videva chaham. I am in the heart of everything. Bhagavad, the gold says, I am in the heart of all ornaments. The clay says, I am in the heart of all the clay pots. The water says, I am in the heart of all the oceans and rivers, waves and dewdrops, the icebergs and the steam. I am in the heart means what? Without me, nothing exists. If we remove the gold from the golden ornaments cannot exist. I give this gold example after I got a very good reply from one of the old audience in India. Very simpleton, sitting like this. And those days I was giving example. If you remove the clay from the clay pots, what remains? He said, clean clay pot. So from that day onward, I have stopped that example. See? So if you remove the gold from the golden ornaments, they can't exist. In the same manner. Now apply this. Aham sarvasya jagataha. I am in the heart of sarvasya chaham rudi sannivishtaha. In the heart of sarvasya, of everything. And further, next statement is the most valid and strongest statement. Mattaha, smruti, jnanam, apohanam cha. 4 things. I alone support jnanam, waking experience. Smruti, dream experience. Apohanam, deep sleep experience. Chakarat, samadhi. I only support the waking experience of the waker along with his waking world. I alone support the dream experiences of the dreamer along with his dream world. I alone support the deep sleep experience of nothingness of the deep sleeper. I alone support the meditation experience of the meditator. All these 4 things, they come and go like the clouds. Some clouds come and pour a lot of rains. That is the waking experience. Other clouds come, they thunder, make a lot of noise, but no rains. That is the dream experience. There is pitch darkness all around. That is the deep sleep experience. And there is a blue cloud-free sky. That is the samadhi experience. All these experiences, they come and go. Who can make this statement? I had a good sleep, but in between I had bad dreams. We do say that. This statement cannot be made by a waker, because the waker was not there in the deep sleep. This statement cannot be made by a waker because he was not in the dream. And yet this statement is made. So who makes this statement? This statement is made by the one who is supporting the deep sleep without going to sleep, supporting the dream experiences without becoming a dreamer, supporting the waking experiences without becoming a waker. Vedaisya sarvai ahameva vidya. This I is worthy of knowing according to all the Vedic literature. This is the only purpose of everything that we are doing. Karma yoga, Ashtanga yoga, Bhakti yoga, Jnana yoga, whatever you do. The purpose is ultimately to know who is this I. Vedaisya sarvai ahameva vidya. Vedanta krut. Veda videva chaham. And this can be known only when you go to the teacher, study the scriptures. By reading the books, you will get more confused. See, more you read, more confusion. Less you read, less confusion. Don't you read, no confusion. Relax. See, friends, it is very essential that we take the study of Bhagavad Gita systematic way. Not sporadic, one talk here, one talk there. That will be only entertainment. I'll tell you about this one example. One day, somebody phoned me in India. I was in Bombay that time. And I didn't know. I said, please identify yourself. I don't know who you are. He said, I am so and so. Swamiji, I want to come and meet you. I said, come right away. He said, right away I cannot come. I said, then don't come. No, but I want to come. Then I said, come, what can I do? He said, I am not in Bombay, I am in Bangalore. So I'll come tomorrow. I said, anyway, I'll be coming to Bangalore after 2-3 months. Meet me there. No, I want to come and meet. Is that urgent? He said, yes. I said, come. He took the flight, came next day. And thereafter, he told his story. He said, Swamiji, I heard you on YouTube, and there you have mentioned how to study Bhagavad Gita. There it was told, like yesterday I told you, every day read one chapter Sanskrit. After 18 chapters are over, 19 again start from the first. Then take any good commentary and read only one shlok, one verse, read it properly, close the book, be contemplative, and what you have understood, write first Sanskrit shlok in Sanskrit. Don't write in English. And then write your commentary in your English. Friends, there is one lady, Wendy, in Australia. She is now 80. She came to me to study when she was 72, 8-9 years before. And I told her, I said, Mama, you don't study Sanskrit, don't worry. Other things you study. He said, no, Swamiji, I will study. Because I was already advanced teaching. She didn't know even how to write A, B, C, D in Sanskrit. He said, never mind. So I gave her the basic books, how to write A, E. She used to sit there in the class. When I am teaching the higher Sanskrit, she used to teach and started practicing. By the time the 1 year was over, she was able to read and write Bhagavad Gita without reference to English at the age of 72. See, friends, that commitment is required. It is not difficult. So you write that and then write your commentary, and slowly, slowly, this is what he did. He said, as I have gone through the whole Bhagavad Gita, I have come to know where I was going wrong in my life. That has brought a change in me. See, friends, it is not difficult. Everyone can do it. So, Vedaisya Saravai Ahameva Vedyaha Vedanta Krut Veda Vidaiva Chaham. When you study this properly, then you will come to know what is your essential nature. Thereafter Bhagavan says, Dvau vimo purusho loke ksharascha kshara evacha ksharas sarvani bhutani kutasto kshara uchyate. Yesterday Karuna Amma has asked me this question. Swamiji, this particular verse, Dvau imau purushau loke, it is a dual case. Dual case means two. Like Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. Three things. So Rama means one. Ramau means two persons. Ramaha means more than two. So when it is said in this verse, Dvau imau purushau loke, ksharascha kshara evacha, the same person is having two names. See? Like the man and the husband. Are they two? They are one. In the same manner, there are two aspects in our personality. One is kshara. Kshara is constantly subject to destruction. Our body, right from day one of our birth, it is leading to its self-destruction. And one day, the process of destruction is complete. That is called as kshara, constantly changing aspect of Purusha, the absolute reality. And the ksharascha akshara evacha, the second aspect is the same reality is expressing in this changing body as unchanging principle. Two things. Dvau imo purusho loke ksharascha kshara evacha. So the body, etc., they are constantly changing, and there is one principle which is not changing. So just see. Our body was so small, everybody will lift us, hug, kiss. But I don't know what happened to people these days. Whenever I go anywhere, they take the old newspaper upside down and start reading. They don't even want to look at me. I don't know what happened to them. Because what you were seen as a chubby, sweet, cute body, now it is a terrible monster. So who wants that? Now start reflecting where your child body has gone, where your teenage body has gone, where your middle-aged body has gone. But you are the same. You are not gone. You are not come. You are the same. Dvau imau purucho loke ksharascha kshara eva cha ksharas sarvani bhutani. All the five great elements and all the forms, they fall in the category of constantly changing. Ksharas sarvani bhutani kutastho kshara uchyate. And the embodied, kutastha means like an anvil. On the anvil of a blacksmith, all the changes happen. The iron is heated and it is hammered with very strong hammers. So that hot iron goes on changing its shape, but the anvil remains unchanged. In the same manner, we are supporting all the changes, and we can clearly experience that. What were our priorities in a childhood? They have changed in the teenage. What were our priorities in the teenage? They have changed in the middle age. What were the priorities in the middle age? They have changed in the old age. Everything is changing. Our likes and dislikes have changed. Our body shape have changed. Our abilities have changed. But we remain unchanged. If our attention goes to this substratum, which is supporting all the changes, but never undergoing any change, kutastho kshara uchyate. Dvavimau purusho loke ksharascha kshara eva cha ksharas sarvani bhutani kutastho kshara uchyate uttama purushaha tu anyaha. Here the story doesn't end. Now there is a third person. Uttama Purusha. Paramatma iti udarataha. Yo lokatrayama visha vivarti avyaya ishvaraha. Be attentive. See, take an example to understand. Ocean is the kutastha, unchanging reality. Waves are the constant changing phenomena. But there is something more called as the waters. Water is beyond the ocean and the waves. In the same manner, the constantly changing body, etc., and the unchanging soul, what is called Jiva, beyond them is the Uttama Purusha, the supreme reality, who is supporting both the gross inert world and the manifestation of the divinity through this inert world as life. Both of them are supported by the third principle called as Uttama Purushaha. Little bit of grammar. In Sanskrit language, the three persons are indicated like this. In English, we have got first person, singular, I, second person, singular, thou, plural, you, and third person, singular, he, she, it, plural, they. In Sanskrit, the first person is called as Uttam Purush. The second person is called as Madhyam Purush. And the third person is called as first, Pratham Purush. These are the language. Now, what is our life? I, the first person, talking to you, the second person, about the third person. This is how the life is conducted. If you are not there, to whom will I talk to? See? And if I am not there, who will talk? If I is not present, You and he, she, it, they have no existence. Everything is based on this I. This is Uttama Purusha. See, friends, he is the Supreme One. Now take the same thing from your day-to-day experiences. Man, then son, husband and father. The same man, he is called as the son because of his father, called as a husband because of his wife, called as a father because of his son. Now who is this man? Man is all these three and yet beyond the three. So has he become many? As a father, he is the cause. As a son, he is the effect. Think. So whether he is a cause or effect. But the truth is, he is beyond cause and effect. And if this man is removed, if the man dies, will the husband be alive? If the man dies, will the father be alive? If the man dies, will the son be alive? But the other way around, if the father dies, nothing happens to the man. If the son dies, nothing happens to the man. If the husband dies because the wife has gone by God's grace, nothing has happened to the man. Man is ever the same. This is Uttam Purusha. 3 degrees, again grammar. Infinitive case, comparative case and superlative case. Good, gooder, goodest. 3. The good is infinitive, better is comparative and best is superlative. This material world is infinitive case. The experience of experiencer of this world is better. It is the Kutastha. And the Supreme One is Uttam Purusha, is the superlative case. Without his presence, nothing ever can exist. That eternal existence is to be recognized as one's own essential nature. See? Each and every word of this 15th chapter is so deeply impregnated with hidden meaning. Dvau vimo purusho loke ksharascha kshara evacha ksharas sarvani bhutani kutasto kshara uchyate uttama purushaha tu anyah paramatme tudarutaha yo lokatrayamavishya. The man enters the 3 roles and he supports all of them. Yo lokatrayamavishya vibharti avyaya ishvaraha. See, this Purushottama alone is supporting at individual level the Jiva, at total level the Ishvara. At individual level the mind, at the total level the Hiranyagarbha. At individual level the body, at the total level the gross world. All of them are supported by the same reality. And therefore, atosmi loke vedecha prathitaha purushottamaha. And therefore, in the world and in the scriptures, I am referred as Purushottama, Uttama Purusha. So there are 3 Purushas. One is the matter, second is expression of the absolute through the matter called as life, that is Kutastha, and absolute. That is our essential nature. See, friends, unless we come to know this, all what we are doing will be only an exertion. See, friends. And Bhagavan says, ultimately, Arjun, I have told you the highest secret of all the scriptures put together. There is nothing more that is required to be told or to be known. This is the ultimate. Then all other small little things will disappear. They won't even bother you. The things start bothering us because we are far away from the truth. And then all unwanted questions come. See? Like, the other day, there was one Mahatma sitting. Okay, I was sitting, let us say. And one person came, and there was one disciple also sitting. So one person came and said, Swamiji Maharaj, unless we put lot of efforts, no success is possible, is it not? I said, yes, you are perfectly right. He went away. Second person came. He said, Maharaj, unless we put efforts, that is okay, but there has to be God's grace. Then only success is possible. Is it not? I said, yes, you are perfectly right. He also went. The third person came. He said, if God wants, anything can happen. Don't have to worry. Only He has to want for us. Then anything can happen. Is it not? I said, yes, you are right. He also went. 3 replies were given to the same topic. Now this Kamandalu, this Shishya disciple, he got disturbed. Swamiji, what is this? You are telling everybody right, right, right. What is the truth? I said, the truth is, be attentive, on the spiritual path, the question is never answered. The person who is asking the question, he is answered. The question is never addressed. It is the person who is asking the question, he is addressed. So I told him, do you want to know the truth? Out of these 3, who is right? He said, yes. To everything you say, okay, okay. How will I understand? I said, okay, listen now. The truth is, why did you listen when I talk to others? Did I talk to you? No. Then why do you ask a question? See, friends, we go and read here and there, and then we ask question about this thing, what is that, path wherein they invoke the Kundalini, and what exactly happens when Kundalini is invoked. Whatever path you are taking, you stick to that, be committed, and slowly all your impurities will disappear. You will become contemplative. Contemplative person has 0 questions about the world. Therefore, take this as a basic foundation of spiritual life. Every question takes us away from ourselves. See, every question, any question you ask, where is God? Gone away from yourself. 20 years before, what you were doing? 20 years before, 20 means this is now 2016, gone away. See? And when you don't ask question, you are in the present. And then one day you will come to know, you have no question about your being. We don't have to become divine. Friends, we have to be divine. Therefore, on a spiritual path, knowing is being. Whichever way you think, you come back to this only. See? Like today we are talking about now. What is now? Now is God. You cannot exist yesterday, you cannot exist tomorrow, you cannot do anything yesterday, you cannot do anything tomorrow, you cannot be happy yesterday, you cannot be happy tomorrow. And if you remain today, and within today now, everything is included. To remain in the now is effortless experience. To go in the past and the future is effortful struggle. And what Patanjali has given the spiritual practice? Prayatna Shaitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. Lesser the efforts in your life, nearer you are to the divinity. That is our normal condition. Under normal conditions, there are 0 efforts. Now those who are hard of hearing, for them they have to put lot of efforts and then they get tired. And those who are normal, they have no effort. Relax and listen. Those who have got asthma, they have to put efforts. What is this funny thing you are doing? I have got asthma. Wherever there are efforts, we are normal, we are abnormal. When you remain in the utter present, zero efforts. And zero effort state is called as, in this 15th chapter, Etad buddhva buddhiman syat kruta krutyascha bharata. You have attained fulfillment in your life. There are no loose ends left behind. Such a master, he scolds death. Come on, why are you late? See, friends, there is nowhere to go, nothing to do. Because total fulfillment has happened. See? And after this fulfillment happens, thereafter, life is just a time pass. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Nothing to achieve, nothing to protect. Devotion, the same thing is said. In the 9th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna says, Ananya chintayanto mam ye jana paripasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yoga kshemam vahamyam. My devotees need not worry about anything. I take care of their needs and I protect what is required to be protected. That means a fulfillment has happened. See, friends, etad guhyatamam shastram. See, again the word tamam has come. Guhyatamam. Ordinary Shastra tells about this world, how to conduct yourself in this world, Adi Bhautik Kshetra. Second is Adi Daivik Kshetra. How you should take care of your mind, your life, last life, this life, karma, kurma, etc. And the third is Adhyatma, to find out who you are. Now to conclude, I will summarize the whole thing. We live at three levels: Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik and Adhyatmik. Adi Bhautik means we take this world as real and we take ourselves to be body as real. At that stage, the practice is religion and yoga. Then, second thing, we live at the experience level. Achievements, failures, joys, sorrows, efforts, no efforts, relations, possessions. That is the second level. When we come over here, we either get into the path of devotion, keep on chanting the Lord's name, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Devotion. Because you want to invoke the divine grace. And with ourselves, we want to invoke the Kundalini. Kundalini invocation is nothing but invocation of the divine grace at a subjective level. Objectively, devotion. But when we come to the third stage, Adhyatma, then our inquiry begins. What is this world? Who am I? Who is God? What is the spiritual practice? This last step of Adhyatma is told in the 15th chapter. Now those who are again all the time worried about this world, about the body, about good and bad experiences, and I have done bad in my childhood, I have done good, all these things, drop it once for all, enough. Now focus attention. Kastvam koham kutamayataha kame janani kome tataha. Who am I? What is this world? Where from I have come? What is my essential nature? When you start this inquiry, all other things become secondary. And then we have really entered the spiritual path. The first one was religious path. The second one is religious and philosophical path. The third is the spiritual path. If we differentiate clearly, then we will come to know that all are essential. KG1, KG2, primary is also essential. But we cannot continue to be in the same class throughout life. Middle class, high school is also necessary. But we can't continue to be there all the time. We have to graduate and get out. See? The other day in Charlottesville, my friend was telling something, so I laughed. He said, Swami, why are you laughing? I said, two of you said something, therefore I laugh. What did we say laughing? You said you have to go for the graduation of your child. And a child is in KG2. You are going for his graduation, he is such a small baby. And then you said, my son is doing undergrad. So the small child is becoming graduate and a grown-up student in the college is doing undergraduation. What a fun. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.